It is Monday, the 26th of August, 2019. First of all, we have to apologize for beginning this broadcast a little late, but this is news to the power of 24. My name is Eric Njoka. Good evening and welcome to K24 Evening Edition.
Good evening. I'm Karen Karimi and the sign language interpreter tonight is Walter Aseli.
Now tonight, top managers at the Kenya Revenue Authority's Domestic Taxes Department are on the spot after the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, Nurdin Haji, warned of their impending arrest in the coming days. Also, targeted local and foreign businessmen who are said to have evaded paying tax running into billions of shillings in collusion with KRA officials over the last 5 years.
Of course, Apollo Kama will have that report in a short while. Let's move on to another story. And the Ministry of Health has sent a team of experts and other necessary materials to Baringo County following an outbreak of the killer malaria disease in Tirioko Ward in Tiati constituency. Well,
Director of Medical Services, Dr. Wekesa Masasabi, says the situation was under control even as an 8-year-old child succumbed, bringing the death toll to 7. Here's that report with Brenda Cheriot.
Tirioko Ward in Tiati constituency, and a near humanitarian crisis was unfolding following an outbreak of the deadly malaria disease. Tears of pain flowing down the cheeks of residents, with the agony of being sick disabling their activity, not knowing when or where to get help. This old man opted to carry his grandson on the back, optimistic of getting a cure for the ailing boy.
Mama watoto wengine hakuna shida kama hii. Panda hii hakuna hospitali kabisa. Hizo hospitali hapo umechenga hapo mwaka ile imepita, lakini sasa bado kuchenga.
The change in weather patterns has provided a hospitable environment for the female Anopheles mosquitoes, known for spreading malaria virus.
We have lost 4 people, and this morning 1. So the number that we have is 5 people, but we cannot confirm if all of them are due to malaria or other ailments.
Director of Medical Services, Dr. Wekesa Masasabi, however, said the Ministry of Health had sent medical supplies to the area to assist in combating the disease. Speaking to K24 on phone, Dr. Masasabi said, and I quote, "The situation is under control. We are supporting them with medicines and other supplies, nets and rapid diagnostic kits." He said a team of malaria control program has been sent to Baringo to offer technical support to the county health officers in containing the disease. In 2007, 22 people died of malaria, with the county government pledging to allocate more resources to health, a promise residents say has never been honored. The Ministry of Health is treating the malaria outbreak in Baringo County as a mere upsurge, with health officials being dispatched to contain the disease. Only time will tell for the region to be declared a malaria-free zone. Brenda Cheriot, K24 Evening Edition.
Now, the race for the Kibra constituency by-election has been open after the ruling Jubilee Party announced it will be fielding a candidate in the mini poll slated for November the 7th.
In a statement signed by Party Secretary General Raphael Tuju, the party invited interested candidates and parties to file their applications for vetting by the National Elections Board. Only a day, ODM leader Raila Odinga ruled out direct nominations for the Orange Party ticket.
Rose Gakuo has that report.
Kibra constituency Sunday as the ODM party unveiled over 20 aspirants for the parliamentary seat which fell vacant after the death of former Member of Parliament, the late Ken Okoth. Party leader Raila Odinga ruling out any direct nominations, with aspirants now expected to undergo rigorous vetting ahead of the party nominations slated for Saturday.
Maana yake unakwenda kupiga kura kwa nani? Si mpaka ujue huyo mtu. Si mpaka uone sura yake.
a stand warmly welcomed by area residents who now say it will give them opportunity to elect a leader of choice.
Kama chama cha ODM kama itachagua ile mtu ambaye anatoka sijui Lavington, wengine wanatoka Kilelezwa, wengine wanatoka sijui Jericho, hatutakubali.
Juu sipokuwa free and fair, tunajua kuna alternatives. We'll go for the alternatives. So kitu tunataka yule mtu atachaguliwa na watu wa Kibera ndiye afike debeni. Wakibadilisha hizo vitu zako, sisi pia tutawabadilisha kwa debe.
The stakes for the 7th November by-election have been raised even higher, with ODM's NASA affiliate party Amani National Congress ANC saying it is ready to wrestle the seat from ODM.
We are sufficiently prepared for the task ahead. The party is very well organized in the Kibra sub-branch.
But it's the entry of the Jubilee Party that has further compounded the situation. In a statement dispatched to newsrooms, Jubilee Secretary General Raphael Tuju said the party was competitive enough and invited interested candidates to hand in their applications to the National Elections Board. The move is a departure from previous by-elections in Embakasi South, Ugenya, Kitui and Migori, where Jubilee stayed away in favor of ODM and Wiper party candidates. Reports indicate that Jubilee might hold its nominations on the same day as ODM to lock out political opportunists. Parties are expected to submit their nominees to the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) by Tuesday, September the 3rd. Party nominations have remained the all-important factor in recent by-elections, not any different in the upcoming Kibra by-elections, where ODM party enjoys dominance, but the entry of various political parties, including the Jubilee Party, will now be the ultimate test to the recent political truce enjoyed by the parties. Rose Gakuo, K24 TV.
Top managers at the Kenya Revenue Authority's Domestic Taxes Department are on the spot after the Directorate of Public Prosecutions, Nuruddin Haji, warned of their impending arrest in the coming days.
Also targeted are local and foreign businessmen who are said to have evaded paying taxes running into billions of shillings in collusion with KRA officials over the last 5 years. Haji's warning came as President Uhuru Kenyatta warned of an imminent crackdown at the port of Mombasa due to corruption.
Apollo Kamau has that report for us.
After months of investigations into a tax evasion ring running into billions of shillings between businessmen and top managers at Times Towers, detectives at the Directorate of Criminal Investigations are expected to make arrests on the tax cheats, targeting top managers at the Domestic Taxes Department. In the last 2 weeks, high-profile entrepreneurs, Tabitha Karanja, her husband, Joseph Karanja of Keroche Breweries, and businessman Humphrey Kariuki have forced investigators to switch their focus on the Kenya Revenue Authority staff linked to the tax evasion racket.
And once the investigations are complete on that front, you will see KRA officials being prosecuted. And not only at the low and mid level, but also the highest level in terms of even commissioners that we are looking into investigating. Once we have the evidence, we are satisfied, we'll prosecute them.
President Uhuru Kenyatta, while flagging off Kenya's first shipment of crude oil at the coast, warned no one will be spared in the ongoing graft crackdown at the two key government agencies dealing with revenue, saying the era of high-end political interventions, common in the Nyayo era, was long gone.
Na hawa wase hawachesi. I'm telling you, hawachesi na hawacheki. Tutasoma sisi tu kwa magazeti. Fulani ndio huyo tena ameenda, huyo siku nyingine fulani ndio huyo ameenda. Hakuna pahali ile mtu alikuwa anapiga simu, mambo yamekwenda, ni noma, nisaidie. Hizo simu zilizimwa. Sasa ni wewe ujitetee.
The president's warning coming at a time investigations are underway on tenders at the port and the smuggling of goods. In Naivasha, Haji also sounded a warning to ethnic groups defending graft suspects, a case in point the Kikuyu Council of Elders and the Naivasha business community, who came to the defense of Kerocha owners and a section of the Kalenjin community leadership defending the Aror and Kimwarer dam suspects.
I don't think they're selective. And I think that that is a wrong impression for people to give the public.
Also to be reviewed at KRA is the tribunal to recover taxes, which tax evaders are said to exploit due to the sluggish and ineffective process.
In the past few weeks, the government appears to have concentrated its efforts in the Customs Department, where detectives believe billions are changing hands illegally. Apul Kamau, K24 Evening Edition.
And next on K24 Evening Edition, this is about this year's population and housing census. I've not been counted.
I have not been counted as well. I don't know what's going on.
Now, you know, the government has now extended the working hours for census enumerators in 11 urban centers to enable more people to be counted in the ongoing national headcount.
Now, while admitting that the process had not captured adequate numbers on the reference nights, Interior Principal Secretary Dr. Karanja Kibicho said enumerators in Nairobi, Mombasa and 9 other urban towns will be working from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. to enable more households to be counted.
He spoke as several people, including census officials and administrators, were charged in court for allegedly sabotaging the ongoing process. Franklin Macharia is next with more details.
Day 3 of the enumeration exercise, and Kenyans continued to complain that the enumerators had not knocked on their doors to carry out the all-important exercise.
Nina naishi Githurai Kibo Primary, but bado sijahesabiwa.
Wamekuja kwako, umewaona popote karibu?
Bado sijawaona.
But the government was quick to acknowledge that indeed all was not well and instead chose to change tact, extending the duration of enumeration per day in 11 urban areas.
We'll expect in those 11 areas that the counting shall take place between 6 a.m. and 10 p.m.
The affected urban areas include Nairobi, Mombasa, Meru, Nakuru, Eldoret, Kisumu, Kakamega, Nyeri, Kiambu, Thika and Machakos.
In all other areas that have not been mentioned, we have also agreed to extend the enumeration period from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m.
Lakini hiyo sio vizuri kukuja mchana kwa nyumba na wanajua hakuna watu wako huko, ni watoto peke yake. Wangeenda warudi jioni wapate wazazi wote wako.
But even as the government urged Kenyans to get listed, it was tightening its noose on some of its officers who have been an impediment to the process. At the Kabarnet Law Courts in Baringo County, an MCA and a chief were arraigned for inciting residents to boycott the census. Ilchamus Ward MCA Joseph Lepar Salach and Salabani Location Chief Francis Olekipirich were arrested on Monday morning and arraigned before resident magistrate Vienna Mbogo to answer to charges of incitement. The suspects were accused of leading a demonstration a day before the census, claiming that according to the IBC maps, Kampia Motor area was in Baringo South.
We will interdict him. We cannot allow officers who work for government to sabotage government programs.
In total, 35 chiefs, sub-chiefs and enumerators have been arrested. It has been a thirsty, sober weekend for those people who love imbibing, but the Interior Principal Secretary Karanja Kibicho has some good news for them.
Today, the bars can open at the official opening time of bars, which is 5, for avoidance of doubt. It is 5 p.m. to 11 p.m.
Franklin Macharia, K24 TV.
And so on Have Your Say tonight, we're asking you,